Hello everyone, my name is Avery and today I'm actually going to show you how to cut a cardboard turkey out, paint it, glue it together, and hopefully it'll give you some Thanksgiving ideas for your community or for your church. Maybe something that you could even do with your own children, because I know they're quite a bit of fun. What I'm going to do is show you our supplies that we've got here. First, you will need some cardboard boxes, really any size that you want. Since we're doing this for a large event, I am doing a 4-foot by 3-foot turkey tail, and I'm doing about a 1.5 to 2.5 foot tall body of a turkey. So without further ado, we do have our paints here. So I've got melted chocolate for the feathers and for the turkey body, pumpkin orange, which we will later use for a pumpkin in another video, because you can't paint a pumpkin without pumpkin orange. And then apricot or apricot, depending on where in the world you come from. And then we also have our foam brushes. These are just going to help us give a wide and thin coat of paint on the body and the tail feathers. You really don't need that much. So a little goes a long way. That's why I got the small tubes. And then, boop, every crafter's, gold inside of their crafting box. So make sure you do have plenty of glue sticks and you've got a really good glue gun. And without further ado, we're going to, and your box cutter. You are going to need a reliable box cutter as well to be able to cut out all of those tail feathers and the turkey body for your turkey. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right, so here we have our turkey body. As you can see right here, we do have these creases from the cardboard box itself. Don't even worry about those. They're actually not a big concern as people would think that they are. This is going to be glued onto the tail feather, so you're not even going to have to worry about that. It's not going to affect the integrity of the turkey. But as you can see, I made a bowling pin shape here. So you're going to want your body to be wider than the head, of course, because at some point we're going to either paint or glue on maybe some googly eyes. You want the beak, plenty of room for the beak. You can always make it comical, especially if it's for kids. They really like the crazy looking stuff. They want their turkeys to look a little funny or goofy. You're going to have plenty of room here for your gobbler that you've got. And the best part about this design here, because I like to add stuff to the things that I do either later or I decide to mix it up a bit, you can always add their feathers here closed, like in a sitting position if you would like. Or if you're like me and you're crazy, where you can actually make a wing, just a little wing where they're waving hello or goodbye to the kids. That is always up to you, but we're just going to do a standard turkey today. So here it would be your head, your neck, and the body. Remember, a nice box cutter, kids. If you are watching this video, please keep in mind not to use a box cutter without parental supervision. They are extremely sharp and you can be severely injured. Now, this here are going to be our turkey tails. You are going to want a total of 16 of these because you always want to make sure there's 1 or 2 extra depending on the size of turkey you're making. These that I have here are about 24 inches long and 8 inches in width here. You can always make your feathers a little sharper, a little rounder, however you wish. But these are how I made these. And I'm going to show you how we're going to glue them onto the turkey because we're not going to need all of this, but we still want to have the extra to give support to the turkey tail in the back. So here we are. So I had started to cut the turkey tail all around the original base portion. So you're going to break down the side of a box whichever size box that you've got, and you're just going to lay it out flat. You can see here where this was actually the longer piece and this was the shorter end of the box. So your line, your crease is here from the box itself. This is not something to be concerned with. You don't have to worry about it being a whole piece. But with that, you're going to cut each of these portions just basically like a large flower shape all the way down the side. My turkey tail is about 4 feet by about 3 feet in diameter. So we already get another side. So right here is going to be the base portion of my turkey tail. Like I said, you don't really have to be concerned with this. Right here, you're going to get plenty of support on the back end from the other tails, which I'm going to flip this one over and show you the support that I'm talking about. All right, so if you do remember those elongated teardrop shaped feathers that I had shown you in the early portion of the video, these are going to go behind that beautiful flower shaped turkey tail that you made for the front portion. All you're going to do is hot glue these here, here, and here to start right there in the very center of your flower shaped tail, just so that you can spread it out accordingly and everything looks somewhat uniform. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Your turkey can look a little goofy. I know that a lot of people stress out about perfect decor. When it comes to children, at least from what I have experienced, they're just happy that it's there, that it's colorful and friendly, and something that they can actually be take pictures with or be involved with in some way. So we're going to take our very trusty and handy glue gun, and all we're going to do is flip up this portion right here. I'm going to move my turkey over. You're going to flip this up. I glued this spot down, and all you're going to do is put down some glue, if my glue gun would so do so. There we go. This is why you need a trusty glue gun. All right. So you're just going to glue it down. You can always fold this up. That is the best thing about cardboard. Cardboard is very, not entirely flexible, but if you just fold it up, add a little bit of glue and move all the way down, it is not going to be the end of the world for your turkeys. Right. So I'm going to continue to glue this, and I will be right back. All right, so as you're putting these tail feathers on, one thing that I had forgotten to mention is not all of your tail feathers are going to go all the way down each time that you put them on. You're not going to have enough space. So if you see here on this one, I've got one that goes almost all the way down. I've got this one that does, and this one here doesn't quite fit. Now, you can always just glue over one another and have that bulk of cardboard in the back. Personally, I don't care to have all that extra bulk on my items that I make. So you can always cut accordingly just to give a nice clean cut. Children, once again, if you're watching this video, please do not use a box cutter without your parents' permission and supervision. So right here, you're just going to cut accordingly to fit it. It's going to go over all of those creases, and it's still going to give the turkey the integrity that it needs to be able to stand up correctly. All right, everyone. So we are taking this turkey tail here, which as you can see, I trimmed down to a fine point with my box cutter, and we're simply just going to glue it in place. And I have an example here of actually cutting your feathers to odd pieces here and to odd points. What it will do is it's still going to keep all of this even in the front. So you're going to see that our turkey is going to be looking great in just a bit, but continue to glue those feathers all the way down, and at the very end if you cut the second to last feathers accordingly, so here you're going to see the ugly side of the cardboard. You'll be able to glue this last feather just like this. And then the majority of the second to last feather all the way down to cover those creases or to cover this fold right here from the box. And it's going to give you the integrity you need just to make that turkey that stands up or leans against something. It'll all hold just fine. So we're going to continue to glue. My glue gun is giving me those special little problems there. And I think I just bought a new one. Oh well. All right. Let me give it some time and we'll continue.